Hello, okay, step 1 of 4. What is your first impression of this website or the website? Think aloud and explain your very first impressions. Use 1 minute. Okay, so find your golden ticket in our app to win a €4,000 dream trip of your choice. Not sure what the relevance is. There's some sort of competition by the look of it. I wasn't expecting that. I'll put an X. Right. So it was an advert, okay. What sort of thing you want when you open an app or whatever. I could do without that. You just want to get on with the business, really. But yeah, now I'm on this. Let's close that as well. I spend an awful lot of time closing stuff. So once you're on here, it's quite clearly it's a travel site. You've got flights, hotels, dates, returning dates, how many passengers, ticket type. So yeah, straightforward. And easy to use. Showing there was all the junk at the start of the screen getting in the way. So this looks fairly easy and straightforward to use without a great problem at all, really. And then you've got the choice of getting an app if you so wish. Okay, so that's the first minute. Let's move on. Number 2, now go on and find a flight ticket from London to Berlin during January for one adult. How much does the cheapest flight ticket amount to? You prefer travelling with Lufthansa airline company? Find a ticket from this company in your search result and buy a ticket to this airline company. Stop before entering your credit card details. Be thorough and critical and explain your experience while you shop. Use 15 minutes. Okay. Right, so where are we going? So it's from. You want to use my current location. Not really sure why, but there we go. I'm just wondering if I can just put London in here. Because my location, I've got a variety of airports I can use. So that's got London. It's got right now. I'm confused. Oh right, so this is 2. Yeah, a little bit confused there. So it's got London and then intercity or airport, and I wasn't sure whether that was my departure or airport or where I was going. But it seems I think because of the red outline, it's matched to the 2 tab. So I'm going to go to Berlin. We've got Berlin there. Okay, so I want to go in January, so let's click on departing. How do I change month? Right, you scroll up. I was looking for a little arrow to change to the next month, but you don't, you scroll up, which is a bit of an unusual way of doing it. So say I want to go on Wednesday, the 7th of January. I thought I'd selected. I only wanted to go one way, in fairness. Is there can I tick on it to say it's one way or not? Strangely not. Okay, not quite sure whether it works out automatically, but I'll do a search based on that. It must do, so I've only put one date in. Okay, so how much does the cheapest flight ticket amount to? It looks like it's 20. It says 20 Great British Pounds. It seems a little bit cheap. Filter results showing all 739 flights. That's excessive, isn't it? You don't need that many. Okay, so I'm not sure if there's anything to be added on top of that. That's the problem, or if that's an all-in price. I don't know if that will tell me. It's a Ryanair flight. It's available from one travel site. Okay, so I suspect being Ryanair, there'll be a number of charges to go on top of that. So yeah, I'm not keen on that. That's a bit annoying, that filter thing there. Not sure how that works, but I'll ignore that for now. So you want me to go via Lufthansa. I'm just wondering if I can filter it by, you can airline there, look. So let's just go down there. It's alphabetical, I think. Maybe not. Oh, there's Lufthansa there, so let's tick that. How do I come out then? Alright, that's confusing. I've clicked on that, and I'm just... Oh right, so you've got to go all the way back to the top, which is a bit of a nuisance if I don't like the way these filters work. You scroll all the way down, and then you've got to scroll all the way back up again and press done, and then that comes up with all the Lufthansa flights. Doesn't appear to be, I don't know how this is sorted. 7:35, so you got on the same flight, you've got a number of different costs. it varies by about £2 or £3 for the same flight. So look, 1, 2, 3 entries. That filter thing really is annoying. Just want to get rid of it. So yeah, all these different flights, they seem to be based on the same airline, but for the price varies around about £1 or £2. There's loads and loads of them. I'm not sure what is going on there. 7 hours 20 minutes to go to Berlin. That looks a bit excessive, doesn't it? I'd imagine there's a few stops in there. Okay, so you want me to get a ticket, so I'm not sure if this is going to be the cheapest or not. It's hard to work it out. They're all sort of much for muchness, around the same number, but different. There doesn't seem to be any sort of order in the way they're laid out, which I find quite confusing. So this is listed. Oh right, so this is listed as the cheapest. So I'm going to go by quickest. I'm not sure what the best means. What does that? You've got cheapest 437, best 437. What's the actual difference in those then? It's This rating helps you find the best balance between quickest and cheapest price. Okay, so that's what that means. So let's go for the best. 735, 3 hour 45, and 437. So it's one of the cheaper ones. So that's from Heathrow to TXL. Not sure where TXL is. If that's Berlin's main airport or not. Never heard of that one, to be honest. Okay, so this trip telling me it's available from 9 travel sites for the same price, pretty much, all bar a couple of quid. So how would I go from here then? I suppose it's a little bit confusing. I suppose what I have to do is press that big pink one there. Okay, so that's now taken me to Mobile Momondo, reservations, airtickets.co.uk. Not sure whose website this is. I don't like this thing where you skip out to another website. I'd much rather stay within the same one. Right. So this is Lufthansa flight from London Heathrow going to Munich, Franz J. Strauss International. Oh, hang on, no. What's going on here? So it goes to Munich. Oh, right, so it goes to Munich and then it goes to Berlin, so there's a stopover. Right, I'm with you. That's why it takes 3 hours or so. So yeah, it wasn't that clear, in fairness. I couldn't tell from the initial page that there's a stopover, and I'd probably be inclined to avoid that because of that stopover. But anyway, I'm here now. So let's go forward and book this one. So that's shown as 437. So for the booking, what we've got to do is mail there, put in a surname, Smith, first name, John, frequent flyer card. I don't have one. Not sure what that is. I'm going to leave that as is and then just press next. I take it that card number isn't your credit card number, is it? Or is it? Who knows? No, it doesn't look like it was. It was just the frequent flyer number. Okay, so what we got here? It's got city. Right. This isn't very clear, I've got to say. It just says city. City you're leaving you're flying from, city you're flying to, the city you live in, the city you work in. It really isn't very clear what should be in there. I haven't got a clue what's supposed to go in there, so I'm just going to put London. Right, so, and it's got +44. It's got a box there, and it doesn't tell you what's in the box. You can only guess that it wants a phone number, although when you press that, it comes up with a keyboard. So it really is very difficult to know what should go in here. It's not doing anything to help anyone. Let's put my a mobile in. I'm not putting my one in. And then an email. So that at least it tells me what it wants in there. Let's put made up email in there. j@smith.com. Okay, invoice. What does that mean? You've got invoice on, invoice off. Oh, right. So this is if they to invoice a company. Okay, so that's sort of, you can work it out. I wish to receive a newsletter. I don't want one of those. So next. Okay, so a bit of a strange booking process, a bit unusual. It doesn't usually happen like that with blank boxes. I've never come across that before. Okay, so let's just wait for this to load itself up. It's taking a while, so I'm going to pop it on pause while it's doing that. As you can see, it's still thinking about something. There we go. I'm not sure why it's not loaded, whether it's the internet connection playing up or what really. Or it's just a slow website, whatever it is. It's a bit annoying. As you can see, I've got full Wi-Fi signal, a small 3G signal as well. I don't know why this is taking so long, but it's incredibly frustrating. I'll pop it on pause while it's obviously gone out for lunch or something, this website. Okay, as you see, it's still waiting. I'm going to press next again, see if I can resubmit it and get something to work. I don't know what's happened here. Obviously, if I came up, oh no, it's had a hiccup. Okay, so clearly that doesn't work properly. If I was faced with that in reality, I'd probably go elsewhere. I don't know if this is a test website or what really, but as you can see, it don't want to load. Okay, so that's probably as far as I can take this particular task, because it's not going to let me progress any further. Let's try one more time to resubmit that. No, it doesn't appear interested in any way, shape or form in sort of progressing my flight. Okay, so let's move on to the next task then. It's number 3. In general, what is your impression of the Momondo website? What worked well and what could be done to improve your experience? Let's go back then so I can talk through where I was. Let's just leave that to load itself up. It might be my internet connection's playing up. I'm on 3G now, no, so it's loading. I've turned Wi-Fi off and put it on at 3G in case that was the issue, but it doesn't appear to be, it just appears to be slow. Right, so what was my impression? The searching was actually very simple, I have to say. I put in London and Berlin. I only went for a single way flight, but usually if you have to check a box to say it's single way, and I didn't in this case, which is quite unusual. That was strange. It's taken me back to my flight details rather than where I was, albeit very, very slowly. I actually don't want to be there. I want to be on Momondo, but it looks like it's got some sort of cookie issue thing going on, doesn't it? This is incredibly painful, this website. Let's just pull up. I'm going to put it on pause and get the original screen up so I can talk about what I thought of it. Okay, so I'm going to go restart on mobile Momondo, and hopefully that's going to load up the website where I want to be rather than on this thing here. I don't know what that is, but right, there we go. Right, yeah. So I actually quite liked this because I've just seen it. I don't know what's going on with this return here. It's got an X in there. So I'm a bit unclear. I like the from to the date. This returning though, I don't know what that's about. It's put a date in there for me when I just wanted a single ticket to just to fly out there without coming back, and I was a little unclear what I should be doing with this returning. Usually there's a checkbox to say one way or something like that, but this site didn't have that. So whilst I liked this area, I was confused over just booking a one-way journey on there. But other than that, the actual search thing worked fairly well. I did feel there was too many results came up when I put it in, and I didn't really I couldn't work out the relevance of the way they were sorted, to be honest. Let's just go back and do that. London to Berlin, let's just click on that and then search. So yeah, I'm still unsure whether I've got a single or a return flight being searched for here, but I found this filter thing quite annoying. I just wanted to get rid of it, and it kept popping up, which was annoying. The flights, Well, whilst I like seeing the flights, it wasn't clear whether there were any additional costs to go on that, or that was the all-inclusive journey. I appreciate with Ryanair there won't be any baggage allowance with that, but it just wasn't clear to that degree. So I would have liked to have known that. It's got SXF there, which I'm assuming is a destination airport. I'm not sure where that airport was, to be honest. And then it's got the time. What it doesn't tell you on here is if there are any changes. I'm assuming there aren't with these. It looks like it's about an hour 45 to an hour 55 flight time, and then when it gets 7 hours 25, there may be a stopover or something involved, but it isn't entirely clear, and it doesn't show on here whether there's a stopover. There's a little face there. I don't know what that. I think that's just showing with a 10 by. I don't know what that's showing really. That must be the internal grading that they use on there. It's incredibly annoying when that filter thing pops up. But overall, the results are fairly easy to work out. Okay, so let's move on to step 4. Would you recommend the Momondo website to a friend? Well, I would if the booking process had worked. It clearly didn't want to play with my phone, and it sort of fell over to a degree when it came to booking. And if it got to that, I'd just go elsewhere, because there's loads and loads of people offering flights or comparisons on flights and things like that. There's no shortage of sites, and if the site isn't, if it isn't got a reliable, quick and efficient booking process, I just wouldn't bother using it. And that's what seems to have happened here. But I've got no problem with the rest of the website at all, to be honest. It seemed to work fairly efficiently, but it's just I couldn't seem to book it in any way, shape or form, and for that reason I probably wouldn't recommend. Okay, that's me done, so thank you.